everybody. Hello, and welcome to In Conversation With. So this is my weekly series where I chat to members of the community about life, business, struggles and successes in the network marketing industry. And today we have Jane Browns. Hello, Jane. Hello. We have a little bit of a lag somehow, but doesn't matter. We're just going with it. Tech's not our friend today, is it, Jane? No, but never mind. We will plough on regardless. So, Jane, would you like to tell everybody who you are and a bit of a background information about you and your business?
Yes, of course. So I'm Jane Brown and I've been in business now for nearly 5 years. I can't believe how fast it's gone. Absolutely unbelievable. It's gone really, just absolutely flown. And I work alongside the aloe vera company, so Forever Living Products. And the reason why I got started in business was because my background is teaching assistant. I was a teaching assistant for 25 years at a special school. I absolutely loved my job, really loved it. I had 2 children, and at the age of 42, I got pregnant with my third. So
Wow.
my parents are elderly, and I thought, you know what, I don't want to put any pressures on them. I'd love to be able to give up my job and do something from home or do something really flexible so I could stay at home and look after my last little boy. It was an absolute blessing. So that's what I did. I handed in my notice. I looked around at different franchises and purchased a franchise, which cost me an absolute arm and a leg.
Wow.
I did with money that I didn't have. Franchises, I think even more so now, have gone like absolutely crazy. They cost so much money. It cost me £4,000 to set up my franchise. And as I say, it was money I didn't have. I had to literally borrow the money to get started. It was baby development classes I was going to do because I am baby mad. So I did the training and started building up some customers for my baby class. And my friend said to me, what are you going to do for money in between finishing work and starting your baby classes? And I was like, I haven't really thought that far, to be honest. I've probably got a lull of about 5 months where I could just do with a couple of £100 a month. And she said, you know what? I've got a number of a lady who runs a business from home, might be interested. And that's where it all got started. I chatted to this lady and she said, do you want to earn a couple of £100 really flexibly around what you're already doing? So run the 2 businesses alongside each other for a year. And after a year, I thought, you know what? My husband was working up in Scotland. I had 3 children. Life was very busy. And I just thought, you know what? Something needs to give. I need to give up one business. I can't run 2 businesses. So I weighed up the pros and cons of both businesses, looked at the profits and loss, and my franchise business was running at a loss, and my Forever Living business was running out of profit because I was earning money with no layout every month. I didn't have to buy stock. I didn't have to pay the franchise owners. So much to the disappointment of my husband, I give up my franchise business and had to pay that money back, which I did with I know. I did it with me Forever Living money. So I was literally living on nothing. I was just paying the money back. And then lockdown came.
Oh, yeah.
Like everybody, we all thought, what have we done? Having a business from home, and now we're in lockdown. I'm a face-to-face person. What are we going to do? But actually, the business really took off, and I learned to be online, and I learned to just work a different way with my team. And I got to the position of manager during lockdown. My team were really supportive. We worked together really closely during lockdown, which was amazing. And a lot of people were looking for an extra income and looking for, something else to do during lockdown. So it was really good time. It was.
Yeah. So before lockdown, were you mainly an in-person business then with your Forever?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Christ.
I'm
So you had a
all
lot
about
of learning to do.
face.
Wow.
Yeah, we did. And you know what we did? We actually homeschooled the kids on Zoom. All of us, like the team with all our kids. So
Oh, lovely.
I was doing, I know somebody was doing a geography lesson, somebody was doing cooking in the afternoon and art. I was doing a bit of sign language. So we just kept the kids going. So the kids all each other, which was lovely. And then we say to the kids, right, you've had your bit now on Zoom, and we've baked cakes or whatever. You've had your bit now. Go and watch the telly, and Mummy's going to work with, you know, the team. So then we did an hour, and that's how we worked our business, and then put the kids to bed, wake it up at night, and then really, really early in the morning, because I'm an early bird, as you know.
Yeah, and I'm not, as you know.
Yeah.
Well, that's so good
Yeah.
though that you were able to do that as a team. And I suppose that gave you guys much more time to work your business when a lot of people during lockdown were spending the whole day just constantly having to teach children.
Yeah, it was great, and it was great support, and you know, we got to know the team a lot better, and it was just lovely. It was really nice.
Yeah, and I think one of the big advantages of this business is if you have that great team around you, and if you as a leader can create that team spirit, and it's something I know we talk about a lot in the leadership tier of the Success Lounge, is that whole team spirit is what keeps people, it's what motivates and drives people to do more and be more and benefits everybody in such an amazing way.
Exactly. And you know, a lot of people that join your business are, you know, not strangers, but you know, some people might be people that, you know, you don't know very well. Obviously you're going to build that relationship with them, but you know, you may not know them very, very well, like on a personal level. So it was really, really nice, and yeah, we all bonded together, so it was lovely.
Oh, how fab. And have a lot of them stayed with you now into out of lockdown as such? Yeah. And how has your business changed then since? How has it changed? How has your business developed then since lockdown and being able to go online and offline? Are you back in the real world more?
Back in the real world more, yes. Which is me, which I absolutely love. But we are still online. Zoom's our best friend. So we're spread up and down the country with the team. So we're not allowed. You know, distance doesn't enable us to be together. So Zoom has been our best friend 100%, and you know, £14 a month well spent 100%. You know, on just having those Zoom calls, and we try and get together at least twice a week. We run a business presentation on a Wednesday, and then we do planning on a Thursday, which is lovely.
Oh, good. It's so nice that you've been able to get back offline again. So do you still do a lot online then with your business, with your personal business?
Not as much, because I'm face to face, and that's my preferred method of working personally in my own business. So I know we're on here today to talk about customers and finding new customers, and that is exactly what I love to do. I just love talking to people, and I think that is the crux of the business. And you know, direct selling success, you know, your business, that's what the whole thing is all about, is building those relationships with people. And you know, online is great, offline is the best method, in my opinion.
If you can get offline and meeting people face to face, it's so much easier to build that relationship. I have always run, since the dawn of social media, a very blended business, but my new customers would mainly come from offline. When I was in network marketing, I would meet them at fairs, events, stalls, parties, wherever. Business networking was a huge thing for me, and I would nurture them on and offline. So they would see me on Facebook, they'd see me on Instagram, wherever, but I would connect with them much more face to face. My orders would come face to face. My recruits would come much more face to face. But then, like you said, lockdown happened and it all had to go online. But afterwards, I do think that if you can, everybody out there, get offline as much as you possibly can, because that is where the magic will happen. And that is one reason why I really wanted to talk to you about finding new customers, because you do it in a very different way from a lot of people who solely concentrate their business online. And I think a lot of these skills, especially if you've come into this industry during lockdown or have come in for an online business, to be able to learn some of the skills to be able to get offline, yeah, it's a game changer. It really is. So
definitely. And that's exactly what, you know, I've had to learn it the opposite way around. So when I first started, obviously everything was face to face. So I've had to learn the online bit. Sorry.
It's all right. It just keeps freezing, doesn't it?
Online bit.
Not really. So if you can still hear me, you're still there.
Oh.
You're there. I can see you. It's okay. How do you, how much do you think it's important then to find new customers consistently?
The be all and end all, it's the crux of your business is customers and finding new customers. We're all in, you know, the business of selling to people. And it's so important. You know, the products that I have do help people's health, which is what I'm passionate about doing, is helping people's health. But finding those new customers is essential to your business. We've always got to keep it fresh, keep it going. You know, if we're building relationships with people, we have to, you know, offer them, you know, the opportunity and, you know, all the products, you know, one or the other or both. And it's always got to stay fresh. I get between 2 and 4 new customers every single month.
Good. That's good. I think it's super important, because I often say it in the lives we do on the Facebook group, there's only so many times the same people will buy. Even if they're on a health plan that's monthly, they're buying something every month, you're only ever going to make the same income, or they're going to come off it and have done, aren't they? You need to always be bringing in new, because if you want to build a team, you need to be meeting new people to recruit them so they can go and take off, you know, and do it on their own, but also to keep building that income and building those sales and growing your business. No new customers, no new business.
Yeah. Exactly.
So how do you
100%.
go about
and
it?
Customers will...
Sorry,
customers
carry on.
drop off. That's what happened. Sorry.
It's all right.
Customers will drop off. Customers will stop buying your products for one reason or another, whether it's they've got no money, or, you know, whatever happens. And that crushing disappointment of when somebody says to you, can't afford it this month, or, you know, I'm not buying it anymore, or when somebody completely ignores you, it's awful. And sometimes, you know, and I've learned not to take it personally, but if you've got another new customer and another new customer and another new customer coming through and coming forward, it means that your business is stable and steady, and you're gaining the momentum in a way. But also, you know, we all wanted to join a business to earn a couple of £100 a month. Well, most of us did. I certainly did. So in order to be able to do that, I've got to find new customers every single month.
Yeah, absolutely. So how do you go about finding these new customers?
So I, as I say, I do a blend of both, but it's the face-to-face that I love doing. I love doing events. I do a regular event just once a month in my local gym in David Lloyd, and they let me have that for free. So set up a table in the coffee shop and I chat to people. I go around the tables, I give people leaflets, and I chat to people, and I say to them, can I share a leaflet with you about the benefits of drinking aloe vera? And they go, oh, drinking aloe vera? Didn't know you could drink it. Start up a conversation. And that is all I do. And now people know me, people see me, and I go by the rule of that I think it's 7 exposures. So people need to see, you know, you there, they need a leaflet, they need to see a product, they maybe need a sample, they need to try it. and then they will act.
Yeah,
You know,
7 times
maybe
of
after the
actually
7th
having
or
a yeah,
yeah, the 7 times of
yeah,
seeing you, 7 times of being exposed to what you're doing. You know, a lot of people won't do it there and then. You've got to build up that like, know and trust element of your
yeah,
business,
yeah, yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, and it's the same online. Well, it's even worse online. I think they've now worked out that it's well over 25 exposures online that you've got to have with somebody before they will even consider buying, because the relationship takes so much longer to build. Because it's not seeing the product 7 times that's the thing. It's not seeing you 7 times that's the thing. It's the building of that relationship over the course of the 7 times. And yeah, online it's just so much longer, which is why in person's best.
Yeah, of course it is. Of course it is. You know, I've just had an order come through this morning from somebody from David Lloyd. You know, she's got my details. She's had a couple of samples. She placed an order ages and ages ago. And I followed her up. Fortune's in the follow up. I'm really,
Yeah.
really good at following people up as well. Followed her up. Hi, how are you? Oh, you're all set for Christmas. And she said, oh, by the way, can I order XYZ from the sample that you gave me with my last order? So I you know, I'll always follow people up. Just hi, how are you? I have a list, keep lists of people, lists of new customers. Always have lists of your new customers, your people that you've been speaking to, your follow-up people. You've just got to go back to them and back to them and back to them.
Yeah, absolutely. It's so important because, and I say this all the time, you are not the be all and end all of their lives. So therefore they will forget you've messaged, they will forget you rang, they'll mean to reply and then they won't because something will happen, or perhaps when you texted or rang, it wasn't convenient, so it's just gone out of their head. And sometimes it's just not the right time. So yeah, it is important to keep going back to people. And it's not spammy if you do it right.
Yeah. And I'm, you know, nearly 5 years in business, I've learned the right and wrong way of doing it. And that's, you know, why I've got a great customer base. And, you know, a lot of people, so when I'm doing these events, a lot of people are strangers. You chat to them, you build that relationship. And I always say they start off as strangers and then they become really good friends. And I've had, you know, amazing customers that have joined me in business because they're recommending it to their friends. And, you know, from strangers to friends, you know, going out for Christmas drinks with a few of them. And it's just lovely. It really, really is nice. It's a social life. It's, you know, a business working from home. You know, I don't feel like I'm isolated or anything like that. I'm building up, you know, different friendships with people as well.
And that's the one thing that I love about this business the most is the connections that you make through it. And I think that is so undervalued in this industry, so undervalued, because we see it as this sales business. Well, actually, it's not. It's relationship building all the way, from your new customers through to regular customers, through to team members, lead development, everything. Yeah, it's all about the friendships. It really is.
Definitely. And I feel blessed. I really, really do feel blessed that I've been given the opportunity.
Yeah, me too.
You know, to run this business. And, you know, I hope people in my team feel that as well. I'm sure they do. And yeah, we all just need to go out there and just share the products and share the business with everybody.
Yeah, totally agree. Because when we can share how passionate we are about it, it doesn't come across as spammy and it doesn't come across as awkward. It's just, if you love the products, why wouldn't everybody else? If you love the business opportunity this much, why wouldn't everybody else? And I think when we start with that mindset, you talk about it differently and it doesn't come across as pushy or icky or spammy. It's just genuine passion.
Yeah, totally agree. Totally agree. Yeah. And I hope that comes across. What people have said, it definitely does come across with me, because I am definitely passionate about the products because they've helped my health, they've helped my.
Yeah. I had one last question to ask her and we nearly got there. Never mind. I will get Jane back another time and we will have a chat. I was going to ask her top tip to find new customers yourselves, But I will have to ask it again later, but never mind. Thank you all so much for watching. I will go and find out where Jane's gone. Apologies for the reception. Yeah, I will catch you all again soon. Any questions you've got for Jane, stick them in the chat. Yeah, I shall see you all later. Bye.